Fairy and I are really excited. We've been chosen to take part in the biggest dog show in the world, Crufts, taking place in March. Fairy will be taking part in the Bronze Good Citizen Training and Award, which takes place in one of the rings at Crufts. The Kennel Club Good Citizen Dog Scheme is the UK's largest dog training scheme. In this video, I'm going to go through the 10 exercises that are required for the dogs to pass the Bronze Award. Fairy will be seen practicing them. Number 1 is cleanliness and identification. All dogs must wear an identification tag complying with the law. It's a legal requirement for the owner to have their name and address on the back of the dog's tag, and the dog must wear this at all times. Fairy wears these thin braided house collars, identification tag collars, and she has a variety of colours with different tags on, which she wears on different occasions. They've all got her name and my address and telephone number on the back of them. As Fairy also wears a harness when walking, she has an identification tag attached to her harness. In the UK, by law, dogs have to be microchipped and their registered details on a database. Fairy has a microchip and a passport. She came over from Ireland, so she has an Irish stud book. It's also a legal requirement to clean up after your dog in public areas. So you need to carry some kind of pooper scoop or poo bags, and make sure that every time your dog goes to the toilet that you are disposing of it in a correct dog poo waste bin. Fairy has several different dog poo bag carriers. Number 2 is collar, lead and equipment. The dog has to be wearing a correctly fitted collar. Greyhounds usually wear the thick fishtail collars as they don't slip over the head. Fairy wears this North Face thin collar made of webbing because the Greyhound fishtail collar was rubbing all the hair off her neck and wasn't very comfortable. This collar is put on tightly around the smallest part of her neck so that it can't slip over her head, over her ears, and she can't escape from it. It is comfortably fitted and you can fit 2 fingers in all the way around the sides of the collar. If I'm walking her on her lead, I will then just attach the lead to the metal D-ring on this collar. Mostly I walk her on her harness because it's safer for her and won't cause any neck injuries if she pulls hard. Exercise 3, walking on lead. The dog needs to show that they can walk calmly next to you or just in front of you, that they're not yanking and pulling you over, that the lead isn't tight. A nice, loose, relaxed lead and the dog is just walking calmly. When I stop, Fairy stops. When I carry on, Fairy carries on. I'm not having to yank her to get her to walk. I'm not having to yank her to slow her down. She's just calm and relaxed on the lead. She can have a sniff around on the grass. If I turn to go a different direction, she turns and comes with me. I'm not having to yank her or pull her to get her to change direction. Exercise 4 is control at a door or gate. The dog must show that they wait patiently, they walk through calmly, they're not dragging you or bolting out the door when it's opened.
Wait. Wait. Come on then. Wait. Come here. Wait.
Exercise 5 is showing a controlled walk amongst people and dogs. Fairy remains very calm. She doesn't interfere with other dogs that are around her. She's not jumping up. She's not annoying the humans or asking them for treats. Fairy just ignores the other dogs and humans around her and is focused on me when she's out and about. This is her at her dog agility group. You can see how well behaved she is. She's standing on a loose lead, and here she is walking around children and a large group of greyhounds on a group walk. Exercise 6, the dog must stay where you put it for 1 minute. I've put Fairy inside the football marker here area, and I've told her to wait. And then I've walked away 5 paces. Fairy mustn't move until I go back to her. So I'm now timing a minute, 60 seconds on my phone, and let's see if she stays there. She's looking around. She's looking at me. She's standing very still. And after the minute has passed and she has stayed where I put her, I go back to her and I reward her, praise her, and give her a treat. Exercise 7 is grooming. Dogs are required to either lay or stand still and not struggle or show any signs of aggression or nervousness when they are being groomed. So this is a soft brush that I'm brushing Fairy with. She likes to be brushed all over with this. It brings out a little bit of her hair. She will tolerate being brushed either laying or standing. She doesn't mind. Fairy is very good at having anything done to her. We regularly brush her teeth with a doggy toothpaste and toothbrush. So here she is having her teeth brushed. She's absolutely fine with you lifting up her lips and brushing her teeth. I think she quite likes the taste of the meaty toothpaste that we use. She's a very good girl, allowing us to do this to her. It keeps her teeth shiny, healthy, and plaque free. Having their teeth brushed isn't a requirement of the Bronze Award, but I thought I'd add it in to this video just to show you how good she is. Here's Fairy being groomed standing up with her collar and lead on, which you have to have on during the test. Fairy likes being brushed along her back. It's a nice scratchy feeling for her. Give her a little scrub on her back and she really enjoys that. And I use a nail trimmer sander on Fairy's nails, which you just push onto the nail and it grinds. It's got a rotating blade and it just grinds the nail away. So that's a really easy way to keep her nails nice and short so that they don't interfere with the way that she walks and cause her any pain. Fairy's very good at having this done. She didn't like it at first, but she knows that she gets lots of treats while she's having her nails trimmed now, and she doesn't mind. Nail trimming also isn't part of the requirements for the Bronze Award. We use special dog-friendly wipes to wipe Fairy's eyes, nose, mouth, and inside her ears to keep them nice and clean. Can sometimes get a little bit of wax forming in their ears, so you can just gently wipe this away using a wet wipe. Fairy quite likes having the insides of her ears cleaned. We use a paw balm for her paw pads to stop them cracking and keep them in good condition. Exercise 8 is examination of the dog. If your dog needs to go to the vets and be examined by a vet, it's good for it to be used to that at home so that it's not going to cause any problems when it gets to the vets. So the dog needs to be shown to be able to be examined in its mouth, its eyes, ears, without any issues. Exercise 9 is return to handler on command. So here I have thrown a treat for Fairy to get her to move away from me. So she has had a distraction. Then I will call her back and she needs to come to me.
Fairy, here! Come on! Come on! Good girl! Good girl!
Exercise 10, responsibility and care, is just where the examiners will ask the owner questions and they have to get a certain number of questions right to pass. So those are the exercises we will be doing at Crufts on Saturday the 9th of March, and we will make a video of that and look forward to showing it to you. Fairy will be continuing to practice her stay and return to handler commands between now and March. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.